Which is weird because usually.
Mike, we good?
I know, that's why
Okay.
this is funny.
Stand for the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If we could all please remain standing. I would like to have a moment of silence on behalf of the victims who died in the tragic plane crash. Many of us knew those people, their friends and family of our community, and they perished tragically. So I'd like to have a moment of silence, please. Thank you very much. Be seated now. Before I open the meeting, I would like to read a prepared statement on behalf of the victims of the plane crash. Mahoning County Commissioners extend their deepest and most heartfelt condolences to everyone impacted by the tragic plane crash that occurred in Trumbull County. We especially want to express our sympathies to the Maxon, Weller, and Blake families who are experiencing unimaginable losses. Please know that our thoughts and prayers are with you during this very difficult time. This tragedy has touched many within our region. Joe Maxon, who was piloting the aircraft, was a respected and longtime employee of both the Mahoning County Prosecutor's Office and the Western Reserve Port Authority. And Joey was also a lifelong friend of mine. Him and his family, I've known him a long time. Joe was not only a dedicated public servant, but also a trusted colleague and a friend to many. His passing has left a significant void in the lives of those who knew and worked with him. In the aftermath of this incident, we are actively coordinating with the Western Reserve Port Authority, Trumbull County government, and all the relevant agencies to provide support and resources to those affected. Collaboration and compassion are critical as our communities grieve and try to begin to heal. In partnership with Compass and Family Community Services, Mahoning County Mental Health and Recovery Board, counseling services are being made available to employees of both the prosecutor's office and the Port Authority. In addition, mental health resources are available for all first responders who may be struggling in the wake of this tragedy. Thank you very much. Any comments? Carol?
I knew the Maxon family. I knew Joe Maxon Sr. for many, many years. And I knew his son as he grew up. And I always thought he'd become a pilot as well. And it's just tragic that you're with someone on Friday and it's such a joyous event at the airport to have the air flight school and the CDL school as well at the airport, at the Arviana Airport. And then everybody's so happy. His family was there. He introduced me. I didn't know his granddaughter and his daughter, and met them. And then on Sunday morning, get a phone call from Anthony Trevina at like 8:30 in the morning. And I couldn't believe, why is Anthony calling me now at 8:30 in the morning? Something must be wrong. And then that happened. And I couldn't believe it. I said, there's such an experienced pilot, and the co-pilot who I also met. I didn't really know him, but I met him at the airport on Friday. But to have two experienced pilots, I got to say this, and I do say this when there's different tragedies, but life is so short that every day you get out of bed, you got to thank God to give you one more day of peace, because we could all be angry all our lives. And some of us do get angry and have different feelings about stuff. But we need to remember that he has a plan for us, God. He has this plan for us. And we don't know what it is or when it's going to happen. But we need to follow that. And Joe Maxon did do that. He was very religious. He was a good person. And taken away, both of them taken away, and the family, the Weller family, too young. But like I said, God has a plan for all of us. Our sympathies really go out to both families, actually, and to the Port Authority. I know Sarah and Anthony Trevina and everybody at the port were very, very close to Joe. And with God's will, we will be able to hang in there and follow through. And Dwayne, thank you. I did call you in the morning and I thank you for reaching out to the port and doing what you did to help. Because everybody thinks they're okay, but you're not okay. In your heart, you say, I'm okay, I'm okay. But to talk and to get it out and to be with somebody that really knows how to deal with tragedies, that's the way to handle it. So I'm not going to ramble anymore, but I do send my sympathies to the whole family. And God bless everybody. Please have a safe weekend.
Thank you, Carol. Gino?
Well, last Friday, if you remember the weather that day, it was pouring down rain. It should have been a miserable day. But when we got out to the airport to celebrate the opening of the new school, the flight school, President Johnson, everybody was beaming. You could see the pride in the Port Authority. You could see the pride in everybody. There was a man walking around. The kid must have been 15 years old. He's telling everybody, well, listen, my son's a pilot. He did his first solo. He finally did his first solo. I mean, just the room was just, they were euphoric.
It was.
And then it was, and everybody was so happy. And Anthony introduced me to Joe that day. He said, hey, this is Joe. You know, he used to work in the prosecutor's office. And that's as much as I met the man, but the stories I've heard this past week, he was a great guy. And like my colleague says, we never know what's going to happen or how life's going to treat us or when our time is up. And within 72 hours, the people there, the people that knew him well, myself, everyone else, went from euphoria, we're getting something here. They were so proud of what we had. And within 72 hours, you just be totally devastated with the loss. That's why we have to work every day. And I try to do the best you can because you leave a legacy. Joe's legacy is one of caring, compassion, passion for what he believed in and what he did. The love you hear about him now, he lived a very good life and the way he conducted himself. And we should all do that every day because we don't know. And like I said, the hardest part of this week was going from the elation to the tragedy and devastation. And I just want to say, I mean, my only dealing with the Wellers was dealing with Liberty Steel. Our company did a lot of work with them. He had a hell of a company, and that doesn't run without great leadership. And my condolences to their families and friends and everyone who knew them. I mean, it's a tragedy, but
It is. And I have to say, I couldn't agree more with my colleagues. You know, the Weller family, as Gino said, was a very successful family and business in our community for many, many years. And actually, my company did business with them years ago. And Joey, I don't think many of you know this about Joey Maxon. He was almost an 8th degree black belt. And he gave up. He didn't give it up, but he loved aviation. He loved aviation so much that he left the prosecutor's office and wanted to be out at the airport. That was his true love. So, you know, when you do something you like, and unfortunately it ended up costing him, but you know what? And Pastor Simon, you know this more than anybody. You got to be with the Lord. Because without God, that instant we transform from here to that afterlife, we want to have it right, that we go to the Lord. And I know Joey definitely had his priorities straight, and he went straight to the Lord. So thank you, Carol and Gino. And that was a very beautiful day at the ribbon cutting at the airport. And I can't believe I hugged him for the last time. And I got chills because you just never know. Here today, gone tomorrow. And it's crazy. We should all just, do our best to help each other and love each other and let's just get along, best that we can. So thank you very much. Okay.
They're here.
Oh, there he is. Master, we got something we have to give you. Yeah. Would you like to come up and talk about African American Wellness Month before well, no, let me open the meeting and get you on a record. Okay. Today is our 26th meeting of the year. It's Thursday, July 3rd. Happy 4th of July to everybody. I should have said that, but we had other things. It is 10:10 a.m. And with that being said, we will go into public comments. And at this time, Mr. Oliver is going to do us a little presentation. Yes, sir.
Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning, Mahoning County residents. We want to say Mahoning County greetings to you. Very simple. We thank everyone for all of their support over the years. This year is monumental. This is our 12th year for the Wellness Day. It is free to the whole community. We thank so much the partnership and collaboration of the Mahoning County Commissioners. And we just want to let everyone know this event is impactful just as any other event, but it is for everyone. Every race, walk, color, or creed, women, men, children. So on August 2nd, we just invite you to come down. It is a wellness day of community resources. We will have a kids play area, giveaways, raffle, line dance, a mini jazz concert. But the biggest thing is community resources, about 10 initiatives from financial literacy to education, workforce, health and wellness, fatherhood and motherhood. And that is what we just wanted to say. And it will be again August 2nd. This is a national tour, but it is so glad for us as a nonprofit 501c to have this stop right through Mahoning Valley. And for the Mahoning County residents, we say thank you. And we look forward to seeing you guys on August 2nd and things to come. Thank you so much,
Where's the
Commissioner.
location?
August, it will be at the Cavelli Center, 7 a.m. to 12 noon. We start sharp. And it will be definitely the most fun you have at any doctor's appointment. And we just want to say thank you this morning.
Like that.
And I was blown away when you and I met.
Yes, sir.
Of all the things that your organization does for the betterment of the community. I could not believe that. You have a very busy job.
Very busy.
The commissioners would like to present you this proclamation.
Thank you. Sure. Mahoning, Mr. Bowen, if you guys know. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you. Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you.
Oh, no, you gotta be in the middle. Get in the middle. Good. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, public comments, 3 minutes, your name and address for the record. Pastor.
We have comment. I'll say good morning to the commissioners. Good morning to happy 4th of July to each of you. I want to extend our sympathies to the families of the plane crash. And I too knew the Maxim family, knew Maxim Senior very well, and was with Joe Junior at the gym. He was at the gym that Friday, talking to the guys, and then we found out about the tragedy. And so our prayers and love and support simply go out to the family. Again, blessed, happy, and prosperous, safe 4th of July to each of you. I'm just here to follow up on the issue that we've been addressing with the Board of Elections. And I just don't have a real presentation, just need follow from the commissioners. If you have some information for us, where are we in the process of the proposed move of the Board of Elections? That's question number 1. That question means, are we moving it? First question. Second one, have we considered the sites that we have recommended? There was, I think, 7 or 8 sites that we recommended. If we're moving, have we considered those sites? And then if we're moving, will there be public hearings on the actual move? So if you can answer those questions, then I'll take my seat and give somebody else my last minute.
Okay.
Thank you, Pastor. Next. Terry.
I speak from here.
Up here, you gotta give your name for the record.
Terrence Sarko, 127 East Grand Street, Lowell, Ohio. Anthony, we were in that battle obtaining that Southside Hospital several years ago. You and David Lute John McNally was against it. And it was the best move because we needed a morgue and the hospital provided the morgue. We needed a centralized lot of the government agencies because the welfare office was at McGuffey Mall and had many workman's comp cases. And the roof was leaking. And it was the Mahoning County residents that were liable for any repair at the McGuffey Mall, and the Cafaro people didn't like it when we were moving out. And a lot of good so-called people were dragged in the mud. Anthony and David, you know how bad it was. I don't know if they were good people, but Michael Sorrentino, Lisa Antonini, Marty Yorkovich, and John McNally did the bidding for the Cafaro family, not for the people of Mahoning County. And look where they're at now. So Anthony, you did a good service and David Lute did a service to keep the hospital going, And I would recommend keep the Board of Elections central, and that's Youngstown. And WRTA offers free services to go to anywhere in Mahoning County, so people cannot say they don't have access to transportation. They could call WRTA and say, I need door-to-door service if they don't come to your area. And I can't, that's it, Anthony and David Lute, thank you for doing this service. And if we move out, if the Board of Elections move out, do you have anyone to take that place? So, and everyone have a nice holiday. The parades are Struthers at noon, Panfield at 10 o'clock. And I don't know what Austintown is. Noon. So.
Bob?
Noon.
Okay.
Enjoy.
Thank you, Terry. And I will say it again, I'm very proud of what I did for the community at the Oak Hill Renaissance Center. I will always be proud of that. We kept centralized services in Youngstown, and that's what I want to see happen. I don't want to move nobody out of Youngstown. Youngstown is the heart of the county, and as far as I'm concerned, that's where it'll stay. Next. Okay.
Good.
All right. With that being said, Carol?
Motion for the approval of previous minutes of board meeting number 25, Thursday, June 26, 2025. And approval of bills for payment.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficani.
Yes. Journal entry?
Motion for the approval of journal entry number 1.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficani.
Yes. Travels 2A, the auditor's office. Oh, John. Hey.
Requesting travel to the 110th National Convention of National Council of Weights and Measures. It's a training seminar as well as a legislative seminar. There'll be vendors there, networking with other communities, learn new processes, such. And they're very valuable, very valuable.
Thank you. Motion?
Motion for the approval of number 2, travels A.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficani.
Yes. Agreements, letters A through K. Engineers, Pat.
Morning, everybody. Letter A is an agreement with Ohio Machinery for repairs to vehicle number 80 in the estimated amount of $2,008.69, non-general funds. Letter B is an agreement with Ohio Machinery for repairs to vehicle number 520 in the estimated amount of $7,774.85, also non-general funds. And letter C is an agreement with McLean Company for repairs to vehicle number 535 in the estimated amount of $2,594.85. $0.77 non-general funds.
Thank you. And facilities, Alan.
Morning, Commissioners. D is an agreement with Redcon LLC for repairs to the parking gate at the Justice Center and the estimated amount of $17,212.83 general funds.
Okay, thank you. Jobs and Family, Ms. Morales.
Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning, Holly. Good morning, Jim Fortunato, if he's there. And letter E is for Job and Family Service Agreement with Certified Languages International LLC for on-demand telephone interpreting services in the estimated amount of $6,000. And this is also non-general.
Thank you, Audrey.
Thank you.
And Led, thank you. Happy 4th to you. Led, Phil Purrier.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is Dan. How are you today?
Good.
F is for lead hazard control work at 573 South Shenley. And G is an addendum for All Valley Heating. Their original bid quote was $4,689.95, and we just wanted to make that an even number of $4,690 for new furnaces.
Well, you got off easy on that price.
Yes, guaranteed for sure.
Wow. I'm gonna have to check that company out. That's a great deal.
We'll send them
I may
your
have
way.
to check that company out.
Yeah,
Is this 5,000 and up?
They do great work.
Air conditioning.
So.
Okay. Thank you, Dan. Recycling, Lou Vega.
Good morning, Commissioners. Item H is an MOU with the Sheriff's Office for the Community Service Program. This program serves as essentially our division of labor, handling site maintenance, large-scale business cleanouts, assisting residents offloading appliances and electronics, as well as litter cleanups.
Okay, thank you, Lou. And sanitary, Jill?
Good morning,
Bernie?
Commissioners.
There you are. Good morning.
I is a memorandum of understanding with ABC's Water and Stormwater District for the contribution to the reline of the existing sanitary sewer as part of the Forest Lawn Stormwater Project in the estimated or in the amount of $36,200 of non-general. J is an agreement with FYDA Freightliner for repairs to the 2019 Freightliner truck S21 in the estimated amount of $6,477.36 of non-general. And K is an agreement with Sunbelt to provide a rental for a transformer at the Meander wastewater treatment plant in the estimated amount of $48,000.22 or $48,022, and that is of non-general.
Okay, thank you. Motion?
Motion for the approval of number 3, agreements A through K.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficani?
Yes, change orders A through D. And we'll begin with facilities. Alan?
Commissioners, A is change order number 1 with CJL Engineering for the courthouse chiller replacement project in the amount of $1,928, non-general.
Thank you. And lead, Danny.
Good morning. Change orders B, C, and D for Stewart was for some new ceiling lights, Healthy Homes. C and D on Selma and 172 North Osborne were for some other lead hazard control activities to achieve clearances.
Okay. Carol?
Motion for the approval of number 4, change orders A through D.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficani?
Yes, resolutions?
Motion for the approval of resolutions number 1 additions.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficani?
Yes, resolution of awards 2A recycling.
Morning, Commissioners. This resolution award goes to Republic Services for the bid of the single stream institutional drop-off paper program. This is a one-year contract with the options to renew for 2 additional years, and it represents approximately 24,000 service lifts to more than 100 containers at 27 drop-off locations and 77 schools and government buildings.
Okay, thank you. Carol?
Motion, number 2, resolution of awards A.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yes.
Commissioner Trafficani.
Yes, resolutions, letters A through J, and we'll begin with letter A. Jimmy.
Good morning, everyone. This resolution permits the Board of Mahoning County Commissioners to have the option to utilize the revised PLA for projects to be considered on a 1-to-1 basis.
Gino.
This is also to just codify what was passed in 2020. By resolution. It was never done by resolution, and that's what they're cleaning up now.
That's
Doesn't have anything to do with anything else.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Letter B. This is a resolution approving the appointment of Holly Gooden to the position of our new executive director.
You know what's going to take that.
Sure, I'm going to read it, then I'm going to go over to effective June 30th, 2025. And at this time, I will turn it over to our HR director, Dina.
Good morning, Commissioners.
Good morning, Dina.
Just to elaborate on that just a bit, we are truly excited to announce the appointment of Holly as the new executive director to Mahoning County Board of Commissioners. With a wealth of leadership experience in public service and a deep commitment to our core mission, Holly is uniquely positioned to advance our vision and uphold the values that define our work. The timing is ideal with Holly taking on this role as we are currently working with the commissioners in developing the Board of Mahoning County's strategic priorities. Holly will lead us in strengthening alignment with our mission to have a thriving community for all who work, live, and visit. You'll hear Holly say that over and over again. Driving innovation and excellence. She will exemplify the values of integrity, operational excellence, and accountability, steering and development of and execution of our strategic priorities that will ensure long-term success and sustainability. We trust that Holly's leadership will inspire confidence and unify our team of employees and the community as we advance toward our collective goals.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dina.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And on behalf of the commissioners, we are happy to announce the appointment of Holly Gooden as executive director of the Mahoning County Board of Commissioners. Holly has been an essential part of our team since 2021, most recently serving as chief deputy clerk. As executive director, Holly will take on a critical role in our county government. She will be responsible for overseeing the day-to-day operations of the commissioner's office, coordinating with all county departments, and ensuring the board policies and initiatives are implemented effectively. She'll also work closely with our elected officials, department heads, and community partners to align resources and the needs of our residents. Holly will serve as a key advisor to the board, helping us to make informed strategic decisions that move Mahoning County forward. She'll also be a central point of contact for public inquiries and will help ensure transparency and responsiveness in everything we do. We have full confidence in her leadership and professionalism, and we all know that she will serve Mahoning County with integrity. Holly, I'd like to congratulate you on your new position.
Thank you.
Good.
Like that. They let the women go first, Holly. Congratulations to you. Many years ago, Holly was hired by the old crew. And we knew at that time she had the passion for government. She had been in it before with her other jobs. And we wish you well, and we know you'll work well with all of us together as a unit and create a collaborative workforce with the team. Because as I've said from day one, government can't work without a team. And I think you'll do that well, along with all our other department heads and directors, so that we can have that team work efficiently for Mahoning County residents. And you've shown that, and I wish you the best. And I see your family here. You have to introduce them.
Yes, my daughter Gianna is out in the hallway with my grandson Enzo. Sorry.
He should be here running around.
Yes. My daughter Gina is there and my daughter Mackenzie is here.
Hello, ladies.
Kids.
That's just
say
three
hello,
of the
kid.
6.
Oh, wow.
3 of the 6.
3 of the 6. And my little
Great.
grandson Mikey is
So
over there.
Is he
He's
sleeping?
Yes.
Is he really?
Yeah.
So I wish you
Thank
the
you guys
best.
for coming.
and-
Thank you.
Yes.
Of course, I started 6 months ago and when I came in the office, Holly laid out, here's your goals, here's what you want to do. So I knew where my boss was immediately.
We all do.
I see, I've seen her over the last 6 months, take a lot of charge of a lot of different things. And she's always on point on her advice and her counsel. She researches everything to make sure that we're doing things the right way. And she's going to be a great captain at the wheel, steering the commissioner's office. And I'm what?
You 3 are staring. You're
Well, we're
steering.
steering, but I mean, through your input, I mean, it's going to be your input.
Mhm.
And I appreciate that. I mean,
Thank
you
you.
could bring the stuff to us. People are going to bring stuff to Holly, you know. In a lack of an administrator, we thought we needed a strong organization. And this is the route we decided to go because we've recognized her skills and what she could do for the county. And it is about serving people. And I've told Holly and I've told others on our staff, when somebody calls the commissioner's office, no matter what it is, if it's a yes or a no, I want them to say, hey, I got service was top notch. Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to serve the public. And I've seen everything from crisis calls to little calls where Holly took the lead and got the things in place to do what we needed to do what needed to be done to make sure the residents were served. And she'll continue to do that. Her role's just been expanded exponentially.
Yes.
And we appreciate you, Holly, and I look forward to working with you and moving us ahead. I really do. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
aboard in that
Thank you.
capacity.
And Holly, you know, I always respect your good heart and your good attitude towards the community. I never see her really frown. She's always nice to the public.
Wait a minute.
And that was, well, a couple times, but that was one of the big things with
I
me.
get it.
Always treat the public with the utmost respect, because people will come to us downtrodden, you know, out of luck. So they want to see somebody happy and respond to them. And you have done that. You've done yeoman's work. I've known you for a very long time. I've known your family. You come from good people.
you.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to you if you would like to say a few words.
Thank you. First and foremost, I want to thank the 3 of you from the bottom of my heart for giving me this opportunity. I thank Dina for coming on board and bringing a new mission, vision, and values, and to be a part of driving that process. I'm here for the 3 of you first and foremost, but I'm here for all of you. And we're just here to make Mahoning County better, move it forward in a positive, healthy, collaborative way. And it's no I, it's we, us. We're a team. Thank you.
Thank you.
You.
Thank you. And Holly, I think since tomorrow's the 4th of July, you can at least go home by 6 o'clock tonight.
Oh, right.
She's here every night till 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Wait a minute, new position. She doesn't get tomorrow off. Did you know that? You work on tomorrow.
Probably.
Stay home.
She would come in too, huh?
Well, you guys just not
All right, very, very nice. Would your family like to say anything?
I'd like to
on
thank
behalf
my
of-
family first and foremost, because they have the last few months. been
Very
hard.
proud.
You should be.
Daughter.
You absolutely should be.
No.
How about Enzo?
Enzo.
No.
All right, very good. Okay, moving on. Letter C, Jen, OMB.
Good morning. This is a resolution authorizing an MOU between the Ohio Secretary of State, the Board of Elections, and the county commissioners to acquire electronic poll books and other necessary equipment. It's a reimbursement up to 85% or 153,000 of their e-poll books.
Okay. Thank you. Coroner's Office.
Good morning, Commissioners.
hello.
Octavius Jones, Mahoning County Coroner's Office. Resolution D is for a vehicle for one of our investigators. Our current vehicle that we have, we were recommended by the garage not to drive it anymore. It's been having constant issues with its transmission, and a few other things and constant fixes. And so this is just purchase a new car to kind of avoid all those extra costs.
Thank you. I don't know if I've ever met you. Well, welcome to the meeting. Okay. All right. Facilities, Alan.
Commissioners, E, a resolution of necessity to purchase supplies and services from API National Service Group Incorporated through Sourcewell Cooperative Purchasing Program for various county departments in an estimated amount of $75,000. F is a resolution to adopt a memorandum of understanding with the Western Reserve Port Authority for the periodic use of Children's Services parking lot. And G is a resolution approving the moral obligation payment of $490 to Jensen Lock and Alarm for services at Oak Hill Renaissance Building.
Thank you, Alan. And Hazmat.
Good morning, Commissioners. Apologize if I look tired. We were on a call all morning before, so I don't have all the particulars, but this resolution is for authorizing the purchase of a 1989 Pierce Heavy Rescue Truck for the Western Reserve Joint Fire District in the amount of $1.
Thank you. Good deal. Yeah. JJC.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is a resolution to accept and approve the grant application with the State of Ohio Department of Youth Services for the tentative reclaim fiscal year 2026 allocations for programs of the amount of $2,030,549.13 with no match required. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank
Judge
you.
Delic is good.
And Prosecutor's Office.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is a resolution in support of the grant application to the Ohio Criminal Justice Services for the Violence Against Women grant in the amount of $60,000 with a cash match of $20,000.
Very good. Thank you. Motion.
Motion to approve number 3 resolutions A through J.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes.
Commissioner Traficant.
Yes. And for the good of the order, any elected officials or department heads like to come?
We got nothing?
Mr. Santos, what's going on in Austin town?
I always have something, I can say something, if you don't mind. Can I speak about Holly?
Absolutely.
Everyone knows that I'm an Austin Town trustee. I'm also, for those who don't know, I'm also the Township Association president. I know I've been here quite a few times talking about the host community funds. We won, so congratulations. So I know there's other parts of the Ohio, the budget that we're not too happy about, but at least for the local entities, we're happy to receive that. How Holly's involved in this, little backstory is we don't find out the day before that they're asking us to go down to Columbus to testify, and it has to get in by a certain time. So I talked to our representative for the entire Ohio Township Association. He's like, get as many letters of recommendation, letters of support as you can. So me, obviously, I contacted Gino. It was about his first month in. He's like, hey, call Holly. She knows exactly how to get this taken care of. I'm like, all right. So I called Holly. It was probably around like, I want to say 1 o'clock. And I had to submit this thing by 5 o'clock. And she's like, okay, when do you need this by? I can get it by next week. I'm like, well, I need it by 5. She's like, well, the commissioners aren't in right now. She's like, I'm like, all right. And I explained to her the whole details of the whole hour-long conversation. But she's like, all right, I got you. And the next thing I know is I find out that she actually had to go and track down the 3 commissioners who weren't in this building or the adjacent building and got all 3 signatures. So we had a letter. So thank you for your dedication, Holly. It means a lot. Without that, we don't know. I mean, every piece, it strengthens our resolve. It kind of strengthens our reason for fighting for it. So thank you. It's definitely benefiting Struthers, Youngstown, and obviously Austintown and any other future
Excuse me, Rob.
community.
And
Don't feel,
congratulations.
don't feel special. She does that for everybody. I'm just saying, I don't want you to
I
feel.
want to feel special. I wanna like-
She does that for everybody.
Thank you, Holly. Congratulations, well deserved.
Thank you. Congrats to you.
Any other elected officials, department heads? No? Gino, Carol?
Pastor Simon.
Oh, I would like an update on the questions that we asked in our little short presentation. An update, just let us know.
Work in progress.
It's government, Pastor. It takes longer. I can't stand it either.
I mean, a few questions, yes. So we're still considering, you haven't made any decisions?
I wish we could say,
Okay.
okay, but in time, in time. All right. Carol, Gino? Whoever.
No, I just, again, I want to congratulate Holly. I want to also thank Dwayne for all his resources and help with the tragedy. I want to thank the Western Reserve Port Authority for always being there for us on a lot of different things that they drive our economic development and bring us all the stats and everything we need to know about buildings that we may down the road need to use or be a part of. So as Gino said, and Anthony, it is a work in progress. And I've reiterated that many times. That was never on the original plan for the Patriot Building, never. There were 3 offices of which I said, and I'm not going to go over that. There are many other departments that are outside Mahoning County, outside of Youngstown that could be a part of that. And the main things that we're looking at the Board of Elections are how can we facilitate within the guidelines of the law and have something in the city that could be different locations for different operations that they might have. As I worked there many, many moons ago, 32 and a half years at the board, we weren't allowed to do much of anything at that point. But absentee voting, they didn't even have curbside at that point. You had to vote absentee, nursing homes, things in that respect. So we're looking at the law that requires that with the board and with the port and with our department here, 3 of us. And actually in private meeting, in our meetings, in executive session over a lot of that. So a lot of the intricate parts of that are not gonna, we won't have that at this point. I'm hoping that we do in the next month or 2. And I'm sure that when we do, we'll be able to roll that out and everybody will be very happy with what the results would be. And that's what I would say. Being a person that's been around that part of the government, as well as city government and county government, knowing what we need to have. Because building the hub, which is Youngstown, builds the county. As I've always said, even in city government, as the hub goes, so goes Mahoning County. Because you need a strong, viable city. And right now, I gotta commend Tito to some, degree and all his councilmen. Youngstown's looking really good. There's activities all the time. I know some may differ with me, but I do feel that way. I mean, we need to keep that up and keep moving on economic development in the hub. You could eat downtown in different restaurants for a whole week and a half. So that's all. I felt like I was rambling a little, wasn't I? Shut up, Gina.
You lost me. Were you done?
Did I lose you already?
Were you done?
But happy 4th, be safe, stay feet away from fireworks. Don't let your kids around those and go to a safe spot to watch them as as Robert said, there's a lot of different activities, whether you're in the county or Austintown or Youngstown, fireworks all over. So be safe. Enjoy your holiday.
Gino.
All right, I just want to say this has really been a tough week. To be in any position or to have a tragedy we had and to have the joy that, I mean, looking to the future. It's just, it's life and it's what you make of it and how you roll with the punches and how you take things and how you move on going forward. And I just want to say, Pastor, I wanted to be part of the decision to begin with, to thrust us into this. I wasn't afforded that. I have a decision now to make. And we're going to be rest assured, we're going to make the best decision that we can for the residents that voted for us and put us in these positions. And what we do will be for the best in our minds of Mahoning County's residents, all of them, all of the residents of Mahoning County. I am very excited about the future. I'm very excited about where we're going to take the county, how the collaboration is going to be and how we're going to move forward with our directors and the different things we have planned and what we're going to do. I think it's exciting. I can't tell you how proud I am and happy I am to be part of it. And I think we will work very well together and we'll get things done and you'll be able to see the changes. Some of the changes you won't see, but just know that we're working every day for the residents. And that's on all of our minds. However, we may disagree politically. I'm just saying,
Don't even go there.
we all have the same goal in mind, making it
Trust the process.
Yeah, trust the process. I was gonna say make Mahoning County great again, but some people.
Oh.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't say it. But no, we are moving forward to make a better Mahoning County.
You're killing.
Come on, it's the 4th of July. It's the holiday season. Spirit. Everybody. Pastor, please. You gotta give me one, sir. I haven't said anything. All right, but everybody, please have a safe, happy 4th. And we're ready to get back to work on Monday.
Closing comment. In light of the recent tragedy, breaks our hearts. But my dad used to always say, we all need to live each day as if it were our last, because one day.
Absolutely, Joe. Absolutely. Thank you. And I echo the sentiments of my colleagues and Holly, congratulations to you. Look forward to you moving us into the next chapter. And Mr. Oliver, look forward to your event and all the good things you're doing to help heal our community and put a little joy in some people's hearts. And we appreciate what you're doing. Again, I'll say it for my 1,000th time, Board of Elections and county agencies need to remain in the city of Youngstown. That's what I'm going to fight to do, and that's the direction we want to push. Happy 4th of July to everybody. And when's our next meeting?
It is next Thursday, July 10th at 10:00 a.m. Commissioners Hearing Room, and Nancy will be back.
Okay. Motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner DeFabio,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati,
Yep.
Commissioner Trafficani.
Yes. Thank you, everyone.